The Sustainable Development Goals Fund is the first cooperation mechanism aimed specifically at achieving the post-2015 agenda that the world leaders are expected to agree upon this September. On behalf of the UN system, UNDP was able to establish the SDG Fund last year, in 2014, thanks to an initial contribution by the government of Spain. The SDG Fund builds on the good work of the MDG Fund, initiated and supported by Spain to accelerate MDG progress. Like the MDG Fund, this fund is designed to bring UN, civil society, government, and also private sector actors together to find multidimensional solutions to local challenges. The SDG Fund is especially innovative because it brings together partners through matching funds, contribution, and more than 50% of the programmatic resources come from national governments, international donors, business, and also the UN agencies themselves. This approach will ensure long-term sustainability of the programs and will strengthen their impact. As the world approaches the target date for achieving the MDGs at the end of this year, the SDG Fund aims to help countries bridge their gap between the MDGs and the broader, potentially more transformational SDG agenda. To this end, the fund supports initiatives that strengthen the capacities of developing countries to deliver on the SDGs promises, to finish the unfinished business of the MDGs, eradicate poverty in all its dimensions, and also to achieve sustainable development which leaves no one behind. The SDG is already supporting joint programs in 18 countries aimed at poverty eradication, food security, nutrition, improved water, and also sanitation. Through all aspects of this and its future work, the fund seeks to advance gender equality, women's empowerment, public-private sector partnerships, and also environmental sustainability. Feedback from these early efforts and lessons learned from the MDG Fund suggests that the SDG Fund should focus on 3 key areas. First, a clear and inclusive governance structure and track record of attracting partners with matching contributions. The SDG Fund's governance structure includes national and local governments, UN agencies, and other national development partners. Second, the new way the fund seeks to include the private sector in its programming, learning to more fully and effectively leverage the transformational power of the private sector. Through such partnerships is essential for the success of the SDGs everywhere. The third key area is the multidimensional nature of its programming. By working through multiple specialized UN agencies with close ties to many different sectoral authorities, the SDG funds helps government work together across the silos, normally dividing ministries and disciplines. This is important because it helps countries identify the synergies which enable them to tackle interlinked development challenges from multiple fronts simultaneously. For example, education affects job prospects, political participation, health, and empowerment. Around 1.5 billion people endure scarcities in health, education, and income. Many of them face compounding disadvantages, including discrimination and exclusion, which lock them out of the opportunities they need to get ahead. Achieving the SDGs means eradicating by 2030 the poverty that is built on multiple and overlapping scarcities, improving the prospects of all people, and protecting the planet on which we all depend. To achieve this, we cannot afford any delay. Transformative, far-sighted, and coordinated action across individual sectors, agencies, and mandates is needed now. I am pleased that the SDG Fund has begun its work to this end, and I'm looking forward to working with my colleagues to help it blaze the way forward. Thank you.